President Donald Trump is placing immigration enforcement back at the center of his domestic agenda, renewing a political debate that has shaped much of the American landscape over the past decade. With border crossings once again dominating headlines, the administration is signaling a more aggressive approach that combines expanded enforcement operations, legal restrictions, and public messaging focused on national security. In recent statements, Trump has emphasized what he calls the need to restore full operational control at the southern border. Administration officials have outlined plans to increase personnel presence, accelerate deportation proceedings, and tighten asylum eligibility standards. The Department of Homeland Security is reportedly reviewing additional measures aimed at limiting temporary protections and narrowing humanitarian entry pathways. Supporters of the president argue that stricter enforcement is necessary to maintain order and protect economic stability. They point to concerns about overwhelmed local services in border states, pressure on housing markets, and the strain placed on social programs. For them, stronger border control is framed not only as a security issue, but as an economic safeguard. Critics, however, warn that intensified enforcement could create humanitarian challenges and deepen political polarization. Advocacy groups argue that many migrants are fleeing violence, political instability, or economic collapse in their home countries. They contend that enforcement-heavy strategies without expanded legal pathways risk worsening human rights conditions and increasing the number of people attempting dangerous crossings. The issue has also reignited legal battles in federal courts. Previous immigration directives faced judicial scrutiny, and legal experts anticipate that new executive actions could encounter similar challenges. Several states are preparing to either support or oppose federal measures, setting the stage for prolonged litigation that may ultimately reach the Supreme Court. Economically, the immigration debate intersects with labor market realities. Certain industries, including agriculture, construction, and hospitality, continue to rely heavily on migrant labor. Business leaders have quietly expressed concern that abrupt policy shifts could disrupt workforce stability and supply chains. At the same time, wage growth and domestic employment trends remain politically sensitive, making immigration policy a central issue in broader economic discussions. Politically, the renewed focus on border enforcement energizes Trump's core supporters while sharpening divisions with opposition lawmakers. Congressional negotiations over funding and immigration reform remain stalled, suggesting that executive authority will likely play a major role in shaping near-term policy direction. As 2026 progresses, immigration stands once again as one of the most defining issues in American politics. The coming months will reveal whether enforcement efforts significantly reduce crossings, whether courts limit executive authority, and how voters respond to a debate that continues to influence both national identity and economic priorities.